this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luke of Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Master of the Core. It is.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And again, no Matt Kona. I swear, people are tuning in like, does this Matt Kona exist?
It takes a long time to get to Far Sector and a long time to get back. So
That's right. And I know which episode this is. The episode after Lilith was here. So
that would be number 70, right?
welcome to episode 70, kids. Yes.
Nice.
All right. So, yes, we are here. We will be talking about Green Lantern Sentinel, Heart of Darkness 1 through 3, and Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins #1. I keep having to say, is it Secret Files or is it 80-page giant? But we'll get to the 80-page giant. But yes, tonight it's Secret Files and Origins. So, all right. But before then, I was thinking, any news? Any Green Lantern news?
We still don't have a monthly title.
Yeah, I'll let you know if there's any HAL or anything. And I believe Road to Dark. Well, it came out today, but I'll pick it up tomorrow. Road to Dark Crisis #1, and then I think next week Dark Crisis #1 comes out. So
yeah, I mean, it sounds like Hal's going to be kind of featured in it. I'll probably have to end up getting it. I mean,
I told you, I keep seeing the two names I keep seeing out of that are Hal Jordan and Dick Grayson. So
yeah.
I
guess we'll see. I mean, obviously,
I wonder if like that's why they're not giving us a Green Lantern series, is because they're like, I don't know, Joshua Williamson, who's writing it, does he have control of well, especially the Lanterns right now? I don't know.
There's no. I mean, you would think though that Jeff Thorne would have control of the Lanterns now, since he wrote the last book, and he will be writing the John Stewart series, which includes a lot of Lanterns. I mean, I don't know if it's going to. I hope they don't do the split book thing again. I feel like, based on the amount of story we got every month, it never felt like enough.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that could have been a pacing thing. I mean, I still haven't had a chance to sit down and read it just all at once through, because I'm sure that'll disappear as you're reading it straight through. But from a month-to-month basis, it was kind of annoying.
I mean, why can't we at least have 2 books? I mean, is the brand in that bad of a shape? Because I mean, New 52. I mean, we had a Green Lantern book. We had 3 Green Lantern books. We had Red Lanterns. We had Sinestro,
Larfleeze.
Yes, I mean, Lanterns. I think we're only #2 behind the Batman brand.
Yeah, I mean, and then it's slowly been whittled down. I mean, ultimately, we had 2 books post Rebirth, right? We had Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps, and Green Lanterns.
Mm-hmm.
And then when those ended, we got the Grant Morrison, Liam Sharp, 2-year story.
2 12-issue runs, yeah.
With the little black stars thrown in the middle there. And then we got, the single Green Lantern book. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I don't understand. Green Lantern has proven to be extraordinarily popular. Now,
and again, you have so many options. It's like, how many different men, women, like we were. I keep screaming it. Give
Squirrels.
us a Kilowog miniseries, something.
Yeah.
You don't even have to go human. It's
yeah, it's strange that I mean, and there were 2 Green Lantern books in the round robin stuff. The round robin stuff annoys me, just from a multiple perspectives. I mean, I'm happy that for the team that won, but it just seems like such a
Yeah.
ugh, just
What
no.
was it? Superboy that won?
I think so.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, either it doesn't seem to be really. I mean, of course, I hope the talent. I'm sure the talent got paid for creating the whatever they created,
Yeah.
but it seems like just such a giant waste of energy to create a little bit of all those things. I mean, just do it.
Well,
You
do you
know.
think they created like a whole thing, or did they like submit a pitch and like maybe came up with like some promotional art? But I mean, it wasn't like a full book, was
Oh,
it?
they did. Yeah, I'm sure they didn't do a full
Yeah.
book, and I'm sure they got paid for it. But it just
Yeah.
seems, why go through all that trouble to line up the teams, accept the pitches, and then do this thing when you obviously had enough faith to, you
Oh
paid
yeah.
them a little bit already. Why not just do the book? I mean, I'm sure there's all kinds of things that I don't know or understand. It just seems like a giant waste of effort in my mind. But hey, I don't run DC, and they haven't asked me to in the last 5 minutes. So, whatever.
Yeah, that's like one of the shows in the last week or so, and I was listening back, and Lilith and I were just like, you know what? They're like, damn it, you want to bring Hal Jordan back to glory? Put Will Allred on a Hal Jordan book,
I don't know about that, but that would be awesome.
What? You love the character, you know the history.
Yes, I do. And I mean, why can there not be a Hal Jordan book? Why with a John Stewart book, or a Guy book or a Kyle book? I mean, you're right. You said it earlier. There are so many options. I mean, if you don't want them to all be Green Lanterns, Guy has history with the Red Lanterns,
Yes.
right? We had a Sinestro book for a while. Sinestro is Sinestro, right?
Yeah. And Jessica still has a yellow ring, right?
Yep, Jessica has a yellow ring. I mean, and then there were a lot of great characters that came out of that. I ultimately don't know what happened to because they like to kill off Green Lanterns every chance they get. It seems like, but like Soranik, is
Mhm.
she still in the Yellow Lantern? Is she still in Sinestro Corps? I don't know the answer to that. Sodom Yat, I think he's in a sun somewhere, but I don't remember. And Salak and Kilowog, those guys are out with John and the dark sectors. So, but there are so many characters, and several of them got killed off during this latest run, which I'm not really happy with. Especially when you're talking about killing longtime lanterns that are also females.
Yes.
It goes all the way back to Katma, fridging before there was a fridge. So
Oh, yeah.
But like Aricia.
Yeah. And this is how many times she's been dead already?
Yeah,
At least this is at least her second death, at least.
at least. But
But I'm
was she
just,
really
but
dead the
again,
first time?
yeah, I know. You have like 50 Batman books. Again, it's like, how about at least 2 Green Lantern books? How about, you put one on Earth? How about you have test pilot Hal Jordan, maybe throw Kyle Rayner in as his backup on Earth,
Mhm.
everyone else, including, John Stewart running things, and in the second book, all sit out in space.
Yeah, I mean, or have Kyle on Earth with Guy as a backup.
There you go.
And there you go. And John is out in the dark sectors.
I just didn't know if you wanted classic test pilot Hal Jordan.
There's I haven't read it yet, but I was glancing through, and I kind of halfway read it cause. But toward the end of Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, they end up taking on Zod,
Mhm. and
that was really cool, because it was he and Kyle.
Yeah.
And I don't know where Guy was at that time, but that's the thing about it's the Green Lantern Corps.
Yes.
It's the Corps. And I do love Hal Jordan, but I also like the Corps. I mean, even Joe's Far Sector series was
Yes.
awesome. I mean, we went from, well, I guess we had 2 books because we had the Grant Morrison, Liam Sharp book, plus we had Far Sector running, and then we had, then we're down to 1, and now we're down to 0. You said at least 2 books. I'd like at least 1. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. 1 would be a good start. Yes.
I mean, it's, and because there's nothing, and this is where I'm going to show my biases. So this is completely my bias, and you can say, well, you're a big doo-doo head, whatever, but Kirby's New Gods have never really spoken to me. And
yeah, doo-doo head. Nah,
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. Yeah.
and I don't feel like we're getting any cosmic DC stuff right now, right?
I know.
I mean, it's all
No,
Earthbound.
if you have a Green
Batman.
Lantern book, I mean, where are you getting like big, huge cosmic stuff?
Yeah, I know.
That's what I'm saying. It's basically this Dark Crisis thing's probably going to be like the big cosmic thing.
I guess we'll see.
Wow,
Was that ranty? Are we ranting at this point?
Get off my lawn!
Get off my lawn, you young whippersnappers.
But speaking of cosmic, we probably are going long. But I from things you've dropped in the conversation, I see you've watched Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes. I have some issues with the structure, but
Yeah.
it was damn good seeing him as Obi-Wan again,
Mhm.
Very good. And a smart mouth little Leia's kind of bonus.
I did say I liked her casting. That could have gone horribly wrong. You could get that could be like an annoying child part, but no, that young actress really nailed that part.
Well, and I think they leaned into her. She wasn't able to just do those things by looking at those people. She was using the Force, obviously, right?
Oh yeah.
So leaning into her, augmenting her natural abilities, and she'll grow up to be a senator, of course. And I think I was watching it with the boys, and that's the first time we've ever seen Alderaan. Well, aside from it getting blown up,
In one piece.
in One Piece, yeah. We saw it in One Piece for a couple minutes.
Yeah, but not from that close. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was interesting.
Oh, and I've been enjoying Star Trek so much.
Oh yes.
Such an it's like the Star Trek I didn't even know I needed, and it's just there. It's just awesome.
I know, that's what even Lil says. She's like, I didn't know if I was here for like a this old classic take on Trek, but yeah, she's like, yeah, everyone's a bit, and most of the reviews I've seen agree with
Mhm.
This latest episode with the Gorn. Oh my god.
And he is just Pike is awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's just the perfect Pike.
He's like the perfect combination of like nice guy, but he's still like a tough cat,
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. If you were a Starfleet captain, you were the best of the best. And Starfleet itself is kind of the best of the best. So you're the best of the best of the best, right?
Yes.
I mean, these guys and ladies are, geniuses, and it shows, right? He's like, she said they hunt. It's like, oh, okay, sorry, spoilers here. And he uses their own, he immediately figures out, oh, I'm going to use their own, behavior against them.
Exactly.
And, does the thing, right?
Oh yeah, I love the show. Again, I think it helps that we didn't know a ton about Pike before this, so it,
Mhm. Well,
it's like
they
if you,
give it.
like you redo Kirk and them, there's a little bit of it's like, oh, I don't know if that's, but yeah, we didn't know too much about Pike, so
Yeah, I mean, and he's been played by I forget the actor's name in the movies.
yeah.
I really like him too, and they played him more as kind of a father figure to Kirk.
Mhm.
I don't think we're going to get that in the main timeline. It's just them. They'll probably know of each other. I assume they'll know of each other because if and I don't know this because I haven't looked at the timelines, but I think Kirk takes over the Enterprise from Pike, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
I think that's
he's the
right.
next guy to come in the Enterprise. Yeah, He knows his brother.
Yeah. Yep, he does.
Yeah, I don't know the details, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Kirk's the next guy in line after Pike. So
Because I think Kirk's the youngest. Wasn't he the youngest starship captain?
something like that. At least in the movie, he was. Did they do that in the series too? Or
I don't.
it's hard because it's like he was already captain for.
Yeah, when we got and they were already on the 5-year mission, right?
Mhm.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff.
All right, so should we get to these Green Lanterns?
We're treating them like they're Guy Gardners, aren't we?
I know. All right, so yes, because of something mentioned in Secret Files and Origins, we know tonight Green Lantern Sentinel Heart of Darkness comes first. So
Yes.
all right, I really have no synopsis, so I'll just do like the teams and stuff, and then we'll get into it.
Okay.
All right, Green Lantern Sentinel Heart of Darkness, #1 from March 1998. Fathers and Sons. Remember that. Oh, sorry. Should have this set up. All right. Writer, of course, as always, Ron Mars.
This is Ron Mars. You are listening to Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Friend of the show.
Nice.
Penciler, Paul Pelletier, which if you can't have Daryl Banks, yes, get Pelletier.
That's right. Yes.
Inker, Dan Davis. Colorist, Jason Wright. Letterer, Chris Eliopoulos. And editors, Dana Curtin and Kevin Dooley. All right. So, all right. What do you think, Will? Issue 1 opens up. We just see Alan and Cal's face. Where is she?
This was really a lot of setup.
I don't know. I was on a cruise, then I was giving testimony in court. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And they got off on a technicality, but they're going to get retried. And sorry, I'm summing up the last crossover, whatever.
I was in the middle of a storyline that went nowhere.
This issue felt like just a whole lot of setup and a whole lot of backstory.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and I get that. It's just, I wonder, and I don't know. This is just me guessing. It feels like they went out of their way to say Kyle is the last Green Lantern. Alan Scott, no, he's not a Green Lantern. He's got this magic-y stuff.
He's
right?
something else.
He's something else. Obsidian, he's definitely not Green Lantern material because he's all, goth, emo goth, whatever. And then Jade has Green Lantern powers, but then they spoilers, they end up taking them away. So I mean, it seemed like it was I don't know.
What's coming was planned.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like the editorial intent was to make anybody that had any kind of similar powers to Green Lantern, different or not have powers, And
yeah,
I get it, but it seems kind of overkill to me, especially when you're depowering. Jade's a long-standing character, from the '80s. That doesn't seem like that long ago, but it was a long time ago. And to depower her in the '90s, and now the question I have: she gets her power back later, right?
At some point, I'm pretty sure. Although she hangs on to the what for how long too. So I don't know.
Hangs on to the what? Oh, she get a ring.
Yes, after the events of Emerald Knights.
Okay, gotcha. That's why I remember her flying around. I thought so. Okay, she's
a duplicating time traveling. You know what?
50th century? No, wait, that's a different time travel.
No, remember Cal's in the future. Then he goes to the past, and somebody comes back with him.
I don't know who that could be. Gosh.
I don't know either. I, of course, love time travel.
I should say, I, of course, love time travel.
Hey, before we even get to that, man, in July, we're going to be doing some time traveling of our own.
That's right. Summer of '69. So I guess.
But yeah, issue 1, a lot of setup and info dumping.
Yeah, I mean, and this is a sliver of the Starheart that escaped the Guardians and then somehow gained sentience and somehow turned into a lantern that a ring was made from for Alan Scott. And then
Well, I'm
stuff
trying to
happened.
remember the old origin, wasn't it? That like the Starheart was like a meteor or something, and then somebody in China or somebody forged it into a lantern or something.
Yeah, but if you'll remember, we got a retcon of that back in number 19 of this series
Yes.
because it was an actual Green Lantern who fell to Earth, but
Yes.
he was Sinestro-y before Sinestro, and then the Guardian said, "Oh, we're going to flip that over so it doesn't work on wood, so common things can kill him." And I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense."
So,
But I guess it makes as much sense as this. So
at this point in 1998, have we already wiped that explanation from continuity? Because
I think so. I mean, we had 0 Hour,
true.
and this was after Crisis, but before 0 Hour, a Crisis in Time. So I don't know. I mean, it was, that was I think number 19 has all 3 of them on the cover because they're looking for Alan Scott. Yeah. Really
It's
cool
when
cover.
the JSA was in limbo. Yes.
Mhm. So,
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't his lantern like give them like this information, like an hallucination or whatever?
yes, that's right. So it could have been wrong. It could
So
have been
who-
lying to him.
Well, I was gonna say, who said the Starheart was telling him the truth?
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's an interesting idea to connect him to the Green Lantern Corps,
Yeah.
only because this is something that the Green Lantern Corps was kind of created to deal with, and it got away. Right? I mean, because Alan's never been a member of the Corps.
Yeah.
And I
No.
think they when we finally get to Rebirth, it's interesting because there's that point where he says, let Hal and the Corps deal with this. Let the Corps deal with this, which I thought was pretty, because he's a part, even though he was the first Green Lantern, whatever. But I think they are doing a good job here because they are being very systematic about, this is Green Lantern Oa, this is Starheart goofiness, and this is how someone who wears a magic ring could pass along his powers to kids that he didn't know he had, right?
Exactly. Especially a daughter with Green Lantern powers. Yes.
Exactly. How did that even work? I don't understand. Well, now we understand, or we will in the next 2 issues.
Yes. And again, a complete info dump. He's telling Kyle about Brainwave Jr.
Which was a total misdirection, right?
Mhm. And then Kyle charging his battery, and it's like, why did you stop calling yourself Green Lantern? Well, I was Green Lantern, but then in a battle with the Starheart, I got turned young, and
really, really young, just like a year older than you.
exactly.
And my daughter's your age. That's not weird at all.
So they're just like, then Alan's like, yeah, let's go check out Brainwave Jr. And I guess like Alan like bought like a whole asylum to keep Brainwave Jr. locked up.
Yeah, apparently he's got, Bruce Wayne money, I guess. I don't know.
Hey man, it must be a Gotham thing because I mean, look at that first page, man. He got that Batman face on. He's like,
That's true.
but yeah, I believe Brainwave Jr. comes into this again around issue 151, 152, I think. So
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's after Mars is gone, but yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. We'll get there pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll get there. In the next year. And then this doctor lady.
Dr. Quinn.
Dr. Quinn, yes. But I was like, when she says, okay, I've heard the jokes, I'm like, wait a minute, is she talking about Medicine Woman or Harley?
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, I think, because of when it came out. Harley hadn't really...
She hadn't been in the comics yet, yeah.
She was just on the show, I think, at this point.
Yeah, true.
Yes, kids, there was a time that Harley Quinn had not appeared in DC Comics.
I
know
would
it's
say,
strange.
yeah, between when she first appeared in the animated series, it was probably, I think it was at least 7-8 years before because she didn't show up in the comics till like No Man's Land.
Yeah, she showed up in the animated Batman animated.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, but
animated.
that's out of continuity. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was No
was
Man's
No
Land
Man's
is
Land.
that Joker Prestige. It had the
yeah. There was like a one-shot Prestige.
one shot,
Yeah.
During No Man's Land, yeah.
It just it's such a weird place though, because it was like, yeah, Gotham's cut off from the rest of the world. All of a sudden, there's Joker with Harley. It's like, where'd she come from?
What the heck?
Retroactive.
I am really looking forward to season 3 of the Harley Quinn show on
Yes.
HBO Max, because that is freaking hilarious.
I can't wait for that either. Yeah, that and Peacemaker.
I watched the first episode and I was like, this just isn't doing it for me. I mean,
You know what? If you can't get to episode 3 by the end, I wasn't sold until I got to the end of episode 3, and I was like, oh, okay, this is where we're going.
okay, I may have to give it another shot then. I mean, I like the creative team and the actors and the actresses, but it just,
Yeah, once I got through 3, I was like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then they're trying to talk to Brainwave, but he's out of.
He's drooling.
Yes.
A lot, like excessively.
But then he kind of gets in their heads. So kind of do like a whole having to like fight out.
I have to say that page where Kyle is breaking apart into puzzle pieces.
Yes, that is so great. I love that art.
It's a beautiful page.
Yeah. Because it's like first he kind of sees his father, but like the piece where the head would be is missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, him crumbling, with the puzzle. Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, that is that's a gorgeous page. And the way it's written, I mean, it's just awesome.
Almost looks like 3D, but it's not. Yeah, I had to read this one digitally because I forgot I don't have the first. I have issues 2 and 3, but I don't have the first.
That is odd.
I know. I missed it when it first came out, and for some reason I haven't found it since, I guess. And then stupid tablets trying to open up a bunch of stuff. Okay. And then Alan, I guess, sees Jade, but why weren't you there for us? He's like, I don't know. I didn't know you existed until a few years ago. And then he just showed him getting older and older.
Yeah, no, if you think about it, in 98, he should have been around 78 years old. I mean, if you assume he was born around 1920.
Yeah.
To be, in his 20s during World War II or something. So, yeah. Now he would be significantly older than that.
Yeah. If they ever bring back, I think that might be the problem. What they're trying to figure out how to bring the JSA back in the these days, because it's like, I think they're gonna have to go in the cold storage like Captain America did, you know, because now it's like Captain America just spends longer and longer in that ice.
They were brought out of the ice like 2 years ago. There we go.
There you go. Because that's fun. Yeah, because in the 60s, Captain America's like, oh, I spent like 20 years on ice. Now it's like 60,
now it's like 60 or 70 years. Yeah.
I remember when Peggy and Sharon Carter were sisters.
And not an aunt. And then not a great aunt.
Exactly.
Great grandmother aunt, something, whatever it is.
But then Cal and Alan are freed from Brainwave's control because who comes to the rescue?
Obsidian.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, that's right. Mr. Self-Control himself.
That's right.
Straight for getting kicked out of the Justice League.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it wasn't just him.
Okay, I think Guy even mentions that in the tour that we get, or the talking to that we get in the Secret Files and Origins, right?
Yeah. The talking to. All right. So, what did you think of this first? I mean, we've kind of been going through it, but what did
Yeah.
you think of this first one?
I
It's
mean, it's a pretty good setup. I mean, I
Setup, yeah.
still have a lot of confusion about. I mean, we're just gonna go with it. It's just the Starheart became alive and is pissed. Pardon my French. So we're just gonna go with it.
yeah. And I like the interlocking covers on this because
Oh, yeah.
Kyle's on the first one, Alan's on the second one, and then Jade's on the third one.
Yep.
That third cover kind of false advertising. It's like, hey, look, new shiny suit.
For a moment.
Mhm. All right. You want to jump to the second one?
You bet.
All right. Green Lantern Sentinel, Heart of Darkness, number 2. April 1998. Like father, like son. God, poor Jade, man. All it is fathers and sons, fathers and sons. I'll make the girl lose her powers.
Exactly.
Same creative team.
Mhm.
All right, so let's walk through this one.
Here we go.
Pull out the paper. All right.
Wait, we get the Starheart putting the lantern, Alan's lantern, in his chest and twirling his mustache a lot, right? Is that pretty much
Yes.
what happens?
Although that is like a pretty lantern on the first page there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as pretty as this looks digitally, kids, yeah, that looks even better on paper. So yeah, Alan's yelling at Obsidian to stop. Don't kill Brainwave.
Yeah.
Control yourself, boy. And then Cal kind of shines a light on him. He's like, I still owe you for issue 86, man.
That's right.
So Alan's like, I think Cal's still trying to prove himself.
Yeah. Which will be a recurring theme over and over again as we work our way through the series.
And yeah, Alan kind of calms him down, and then Dr. Quinn comes in. What's going on? Why are you dressed like that?
Gee.
Well, I guess Alan looks different enough. You wouldn't can really connect him with World War II Green Lantern, would you?
No, definitely not. And then she has no idea who Kyle is. It's just some guy that showed up with him. He must be Green Lantern. I don't know who he is.
All you know right now is Alan Scott's a superhero.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kyle's even asking Obsidian, do you know where Jenny is? She is becoming what? Her father will take care of her.
This sounds really creepy.
I know, man. Especially when he shadows up and stuff. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm sick of this pretense. He'll want you. You're a vestige of the ones who imprisoned him. Oh, damn, Ganthet.
Didn't tell me people were going to be annoyed.
couple fouls, something. That would have been funny if he would have been able to give Cal some kind of like Guardian storage thing where it's like, you punch in, okay, who is the Starheart? So Alan gets Dr. Quinn out of the way, and then as Obsidian's attacking Cal, Alan makes that green tiger. So they're fighting because Alan's like, I don't want to hurt you, but he's not going to let Obsidian hurt Cal.
Yep. But
the last tool of the Guardians.
You said tool.
Would have been like, dude, I blew up Ola, right? So yeah, they're trying to fight Obsidian, but gets the upper hand, and then everything goes black, and they awaken somewhere else. The realm of eyeballs and mouths.
Chaos.
Yes. Anks, playing cards. And then we see, Starheart has Jenny.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's holding the battery and Jenny. I trust you recognize these. And Alan's like, I was blind not to see it before. Did I just not want to admit it to myself? That's when the Starheart kind of knocks Alan away. 1998, Cal's like, oh, big 90s gun coming up.
Yeah. Oh, oops, that didn't work.
Yeah, Starheart even says, it's my realm. I'm invincible here.
Except when he's not.
Yes, but yeah, they're explaining it's the Starheart, random magic, once imprisoned by the Guardians when they tried to order the universe. Boy, the guy's coming down hard on Sinestro. We're trying to order the universe, eh?
Yeah. And the guys that created the Manhunters. And the whole prophecy and the Blackest Night and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep. But Alan's like, after our last fight in Green Lantern Corps, quarterly number 8, I thought they was scattered, powerless. And the Starheart says, you witnessed only another stage of my evolution. I was in the process of becoming. That clumsy creature was simply a vessel, a means in the journey to this end. Now I'm all you see around you. I will spread myself through the universe and destroy the clockwork cosmos imposed by the Guardians. All creation will again be wild chaos. Oh, is that what happened to DC lately? Okay.
Okay. The Starheart got out. That's it. You
That's
hit on it
right.
still.
And Alan's like, what's this have to do with my children? And Starheart says, your children? They're not your children. They're mine.
There you go. That's perfect.
You thought just because you wore a magic ring, you fathered children with such powers. You provided the biological material to create them. Nothing more. They are what they are because of me.
I've always kind of wondered, Jade, I get. Okay, at least similar. But Obsidian? I mean, really?
Is it just is it all I know it doesn't make sense, but I always took it as like the opposite. She's the light, he's the dark. Yeah.
Cloak and daggerish.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, like you said, the Starheart actually just absorbs Alan's battery. But Alan wants the kids back. He's like, the boy's already mine, but I'll give the girl the choice. So Alan says, yeah, let her go. And you can have... it takes Alan's youth. He's all old again and powerless. Where he collapses at the end of this issue.
Yep.
All right. Thoughts on this chaos, Will?
To be called Green Lantern Sentinel, Heart of Darkness, Kyle really doesn't do a whole lot in this book. I mean, honestly. And
it's along for the ride. I think we're sparking some feelings between him and Jade. Yeah.
And not a whole lot really happens in this issue. It's just we get from here to here.
Yeah.
In the story, and I don't know it.
Yeah, you didn't need 3 issues for this. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it feels a little.
You could have did this in 2.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, I think so.
The 90s were milking us for money. Get out of here.
I know. What That's so weird, isn't it?
I know. I get it. And then too, maybe they wanted Cal there just because there was one person there who the Starheart, the one person who had power the Starheart couldn't directly tamper with.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I get from an editorial standpoint why he was there, because it was again to show he's Green Lantern. These other things are not.
Yeah.
These other people are not.
And again, it's a 3-issue miniseries. It's not in Cal's regular book. So yeah, I mean, I guess Cal didn't have to be here.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, Green Lantern was selling at the time.
True.
So, and
Yep.
it seems like it's Green Lantern housekeeping, right? We're cleaning up some stuff, we're fixing some continuity issues, and depowering Jade. And
Like I said, I wonder if it's for what happens on the other side of Emerald Knights or
maybe, I mean, I don't know. Those were bi-weekly, right? So we were really only 3 months out from the end of
oh yeah.
of Emerald Knights. So this could be setting up what came after that. That's a good point. It's a really good point.
I thank you. And again, I think we just wanted on Main Street where it's like, yeah, look, Cal's sacrificing for the Alan Scott family. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. So should we get to this third one?
You bet. And then we can
Still-
get to the
I
secret.
was gonna say we
files.
still have a Guy Gardner, some Guy Gardner revelations to get through.
Yeah.
Love him or hate him, there's some new information there.
There is new information there. Yes.
All right. Yeah. Again, I don't know why I keep doing this. Green Lantern Sentinel Heart of Darkness #3, May 1998. Same creative team, no synopsis. All right. Father's Day. Here we go. Couple weeks, man. We would have been close. All right. Oh, by the time this comes out, it might be close.
It might be
Ooh.
close. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do the math on this, man. This might come out the Friday before. Oh,
We totally planned it if that's the case.
yes. All right. So yeah, Alan's like dying. So yeah, Kyle's trying to keep Alan alive, and he's like, "I'm doing what I can, but he needs a hospital." Okay. Oh, look, Kyle and Jade holding hands.
Oh, we do get a kiss in here. She does kiss him right before she goes off and does the thing.
Yeah, because she makes the deal. She's like, yeah, let them all go, and she says, "I'll submit."
Except, yoink.
After Cal knocks out Obsidian. Because yeah, Cal tries to battle Starheart, but he's like, "You idiot!" He's like, "Everything here, the landscape, everything, it's all mine." I don't know. Do you think if Cal had been more skilled with the ring, would he have been able to take the Starheart a couple years from now?
Maybe. I mean, it's not just willpower, right? Because Kyle has shown he has a tremendous amount of willpower.
Yeah.
Um,
But I mean, there's tricks he hasn't come up
Yeah.
with yet, just like playing with different kinds of energy and stuff. And
I'm still not exactly sure. Is this a pocket dimension? What is this? They're inside the Starheart. What does that mean? I don't even understand where they are.
Yeah.
Really. So I feel like it makes sense the way it plays out, because I think that was the way it was set up to play out. So it does hold together as a story. It's just that his being there was not for Owen Tech,
Yeah.
his ring. It was his connection to her. So that's what saved the day, basically.
Too bad he doesn't have his battery. He could pull a play from the Hal Jordan playbook. Yeah, throw him into the battery. Let the next guy handle it.
That's right. Dr. Polaris. Sorry.
No, Dr. Light.
Dr. Light.
Hal Jordan. Half his rogues gallery were learned men, doctors,
Lord Malvolio.
Wasn't the original Sonar some kind of lord or count or something?
I think so. Yeah, he was like a count. Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, the Starheart's basically going to literally crush Cal. And then Jade's like, no. She said, you used our love against us. You claim to be my father, but a real father would never do this to a child. Or I'll be what you want me to be. Then the Starheart says, yeah, I'll free them when you join me. So yeah, she tries to explain it to Cal. And like you said, we get the kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I love how everyone else gets to like costume up, and meanwhile, like Jade spends 99% of this story in sweatpants.
Yeah. Wonder if those are the same sweatpants she's wearing in the Secret Files and Origins.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's what she was wearing when she got taken last week. Yeah. So yeah, the Starheart transforms her, and we see her in that costume from the cover.
Mm-hmm.
It's more starry. She goes, I understand now. I'm everything you are. So much power. Thank you for giving it to me. And yep, starts battling the Starheart.
Now I'm gonna smack you around.
And yeah, Alan like wakes up enough to say, Cal, we have to do something. He's like, Alan. He's like, look, I don't think we can do anything. It's all her right now. But yeah, she's fighting. She's like, I can't.
She's winning, but we're losing her. Yeah.
Can't fight it with what I was. Yeah, I have to let go of ever being that person, that hero, surrounding myself and surrendering myself to chaos. So yeah, so just letting go. Yeah, she takes down the Starheart.
Yeah, what does that mean? You know, he's killed, or she absorbs all of his energy, or I mean, I don't understand.
I think Cal said something about she rips him apart. Yeah, I don't know. And as everything's coming apart, yeah, he's like, reach for my hand, and they wake up in a cornfield.
If you build it, no, sorry.
Exactly. And then yeah, he sees her, Jenny, and he's like, "Oh, you're okay, pretty much back to normal." And then your father, he's over there with Todd, and he looks somewhat young again. He says, "I'm in pretty good shape. Not quite as young as I was before, but I still feel like a new man again."
Okay.
And my power's back too. Maybe not an endless supply, but it's there. So now he's what, in his 30s instead of his 20s, maybe 40.
Maybe 40. Gosh,
that old age of 40.
Get off my lawn.
I know, and it's like maybe not as strong as he was, powerful as he was.
Well, you know, after this series, he doesn't really show up again anywhere. Does he show up maybe in Day of Vengeance? You know, when Hal becomes Spectre?
Maybe. I'm trying to remember. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't think he doesn't make like a ton of Green Lantern appearances, I don't think.
No.
Oh, I think he does show up maybe in the beginning of like the Judd Winnick run, maybe, or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he pops in every so often, but yeah, Obsidian's back to normal. We find out, the only real big change is, yes, Jade has no powers now. Burnout. I love how the one who rocked the most power in this story couldn't hold on to any of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think she says, she's like, it took, I used everything to, save my dad and get us all home.
Okay, whatever.
And it's like, but I get it. Maybe she lost her powers if they did kill the Starheart or whatever they did to it. But then why would Obsidian still have powers?
Why would her dad still have power?
I'm like, why wouldn't you depower Obsidian too? I don't think he was in any regular book at this time. Was he on a team or anything? I don't think so. She was appearing more frequently in the Green Lantern book than Obsidian was appearing anywhere.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Very.
Because she's a girl.
Yeah. I really think so, unfortunately.
And again, I'm thinking it's for yes, what we're going to be building in a few months here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Will. So what did you think of this story?
I mean, I think it was put together well. It's just, and the art was great.
Yes. Oh, excellent art.
Just, I'm kind of, it doesn't seem to really affect much, right? You know,
Yeah.
And you're right. I think it could have been 2 issues.
Yeah.
But we did get to see some nice art. So, you know, I don't like the fact that they powered down Jade, which seems, we don't know. You know, maybe this is planned for what's coming soon in the regular Green Lantern book, but you know, we just don't know at this point.
And it's, I mean, it probably does make sense, but it just seems so weird that it's like she lost all her power, but she's still green.
That is an excellent point too. Why would she still be green? Because you know, it ain't easy being green. Sorry.
That's okay.
Hey, you got to go for those Kermit quotes, right?
I know. All right. So should we get to the Secret Files and
Yeah, so this is Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins #1. Is that the actual issue?
Yes. I think they do another one in 2005 after Rebirth, but yes, this is at this point in the 90s, we're doing a lot of these for everybody.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman, the Justice League, yeah.
Now, is it just Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins, or just Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins #1?
Online it's saying Green Lantern Secret Files and Origins. I'm not seeing a colon.
Okay.
Let's see. Sometimes it's saying here. I guess not. I don't see a colon anywhere because even on the bottom of page 2, it's saying Green Lantern Secret Files. Oh, it says Green Lantern Secret Files 1.
Oh, that's it? It's just Green.
I mean, on the cover it says Secret Files and Origins, but on the inside on page 2 it says Green Lantern Secret Files 1.
#1, yay!
Even they don't know, Will.
Yeah, consistency, right?
Yes. But yeah, this was July 1998. The first story, Guy Talk.
Now, we were chatting about this before we went
Yes.
on. At this point, it seems like that Hal Jordan's identity is public,
Maybe, yeah.
and that he turned into Parallax, but then also saved the world as blah blah blah, whatever. Because after Final Night,
I don't think did they ever say when his identity came out, unless maybe did they just like announce Hal Jordan was Green Lantern, and you know when he died, it's like, oh hey, he saved the entire planet.
I guess. I mean, we don't really know. And then you had the brilliant idea that,
of course,
maybe it was when Hal became the Spectre. All of that was kind of just erased, like he erased Wally's, public ID. So
yeah. Because I think that's kind of what happened even with Wally's. Like when his identity went public, I think everyone found out, oh, Barry Allen was the Flash, after he was dead. But
yeah.
Except
he's not, and then that was fixed, right?
Well, what? Well, that was the other thing too in Flash 200 when the Spectre, when Hal wiped Wally's memory, the world's memory of Wally being the Flash. Mm-hmm. It also set back Barry's identity too. So even before Barry came back, the world forgot Barry Allen was the Flash. So.
The Flash Museum was there. They just didn't know who the Flash was.
No. There was no names, nothing. Yeah. So by the time Barry came back, his identity was already secret again.
Sweet. That Spectre power. Awesome.
Yeah, buddy. All right. So, yeah, Guy Talk. I don't want to say it's controversial. Well, writer Ron Mars wrote this one too. Penciler Lee Motor, inker Dan Davis, colorist Tom McCraw, digital chameleon, letterer Chris Iliopoulos, and we're wrecking continuity here because we got 4 editors on this story. Kevin Doley, Dan Thorsland, Alisane Morales, and Dana Curtin.
Okay, so there's also a timeline which I'm sure is wholly crazy at this point. But yeah, Guy goes into a few things.
Oh yeah, it starts with the Guardians, and we get the Alan Scott again.
And the Starheart. Remember that, it's important.
Yes. And basically his time with the Justice League, and oh yeah, he had a couple kids didn't even know about till recently.
This sounds familiar for some reason. I don't know why.
Obsidian, he's kind of a strange one. He was even in the Justice League for a cup of coffee just before the big guns got back into it. But yeah, he's talking about how Alan was de-aged, became Sentinel. I think he actually just changed the costume a little, got rid of the chest emblem. Didn't really say why, at least to me.
Now we know. Because that's one of the things they mentioned in issue 3 of Heart of Darkness, right?
Yep. So yeah, he's showing pictures of like the Justice Society. And this whole thing gets complicated because the core was around way before Alan, but the part about the Guardians and Hal Jordan. So yeah, he goes into Hal and Alan's Abin Sur.
Well, I love how I always thought Hal was wound too tight. You know. Okay, whatever.
Honest, fearless, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, Sinestro.
Oh yeah,
Justice League. He had a good run of it. Hell, he had a great run though. If you tell anybody I said that, I'll deny it. Yeah, quite a career. No wonder he went gray prematurely. Could have been that fear entity in his head.
Fear entity? What are you talking about?
And then at the end, things didn't work out for him so well. But we'll get back to that.
Yeah, it comes back around, man. It's all right.
Yeah, then he starts talking about John Stewart, who became the next back app after Guy had his little accident with a bus.
Little accident with the bus.
Guy was trying to catch a bus with his head.
He does a lot of things with his head.
And I love how it's like we don't even mention Star Sapphire anymore. It's just like, oh yeah, John Stewart, his wife died. You know, Kat Matui died.
Yeah.
It's like I think we're at the point now where it's like they don't even mention what issue took place in, who killed her.
It just happened.
Oh yeah, Katma died.
Yeah.
In the line of duty.
Not really, even.
Not really, but yeah. She was a Green Lantern and she died.
And you know, it's funny that was it 80? I guess it was during Action Comics Weekly timeline when Cosmic Odyssey came out, and that's when John,
I think, yeah,
you know, supposedly made the mistake with Zanshi, which was really cool. That's something that Thorne brought in. You know, hey, why? You know, Zanshi was a crux. You know, I think he said he came up with the idea of a crux world, with the Earth being a crux world and Zanshi being a crux world, which I thought was kind of cool because he's trying to tie all that stuff together. I think he did a pretty good job with that.
Oh yeah,
but Katma shouldn't be dead.
No. But I know this is like a Reader's Digest version, but it's just like, yeah, then he became a Dark Star. It's like no mention of Rose or nothing, no mosaic,
no mosaic, no Guardian. Hello.
Yeah, he finally became leader of the Dark Stars, but then they got trashed too, you know.
Yeah, and then he wasn't going to walk, but then Hal healed him. You know, whatever. It's it's like a Tuesday.
And then Guy gets to himself. Is it this one where he was just like, yeah, I was the Justice League's big gun when I was there?
Yeah.
Then I found out I had some alien DNA in me. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a wild ride.
I was a Green Lantern until I wasn't. Got a yellow ring.
Until I didn't have one. and then I was an
And
alien.
elected some alien DNA. Yeah.
Which sets us up for great scenes in Rebirth with Guy, which is awesome.
Yes. Yes. But then he's about to tell everyone about Kyle Rayner. But then he's like, oh, dude, before we get to that, you got to get to what happened to Hal. So we kind of get the whole Mongol thing and then Emerald Twilight. Hey, look, he snapped a clone Sinestro's neck. Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah. We don't even. Yeah. That sort of gets explained in Rebirth as
I know. So I love how
construct or a clone. I don't remember what it's explained as.
something, but I love how it's like, even though it wasn't the real Sinestro, it's like, yeah, I decided to stay in hiding until Hal Jordan came back.
Yeah.
All right, here we get to the most important thing. Yes, after Hal becomes Parallax, yeah, we all know Kyle Rayner got that ring. Wait, what? Wait, no, what? Someone else was offered the ring first? What?
What?
Yes, Guy reveals that Ganthet came to him first.
Which literally makes a heck of a lot more sense.
I know, and then when Guy turns it down, he's like, "Oh, he didn't have much power left, so he had to find someone else on Earth." So, okay, you have enough energy for one trip. John Stewart or Guy Gardner, who you offering that ring to?
John was a guardian, though, so it's okay.
I guess. Oh, I guess you had a different destiny. Yes, I
Yeah.
don't know.
And we read a lot of Guy Gardner, man.
Oh, all of
We
it.
read all of them. We read them all. And I don't feel like any of those issues that we read really showed Guy in an awesome light.
You. Not even when he was a Green Lantern did we see anything that was like, oh yeah, he's the great one. We need to give him the
Yeah.
last ring. No.
The post-Rebirth Guy Gardner, I really, really like.
Yeah.
I mean, really like. So,
he
but
doesn't
it makes
say,
sense because he was a Green Lantern. Ganthet.
Yeah. He doesn't say it in so many words, but I think it's just like, yeah, Ganthet came to me because I was like his last choice, and I was just like, no, I'm not taking it
Not
this
going to be
way.
anybody's last choice. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm just reminded of the scene in Rebirth, where he goes, and that's the way the Lanterns do it, and he kisses his ring. And I'm like, see, that's Guy Gardner.
Exactly. Okay, so did they make a mistake, or are they changing continuity here? Because they show Kyle getting the ring, and then he's wearing, like Hal's costume, which he did like in issue 51, but he's not fighting Ohm. He's fighting who's that old Sonar who we've never seen Kyle fight.
Yeah, that's this maybe an untold story. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, because Guy even says he'd like to keep that particular story a secret, so I really can't go into details.
Oh yeah, so that may be Mars going, oops, I didn't write that. let's put that one under wraps.
So it either takes place between 50 and 51, or I'd say 51 and 52.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But, and this is Mars, which is interesting because Mars is saying that, hey, Ganthet went to Guy first.
Yes.
And, for 60 issues, 70 issues, Mars is the authority on Green Lantern, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because he wrote Secret Files and Origins, he wrote Green Lantern, Heart of Darkness, he did all the crossovers. He was the writer on Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, since Emerald Twilight, it's hit. Yeah, he's the brain behind his operation. Yeah. So it's canon for the moment.
It's canon. Whatever that means these days.
I know.
Infinite frontier.
But the rest of this story is just, Kyle and, had to fight Hal and blow up Oa. Had to. Where is that? I love how it's like, thing is, Kyle won. Heck of a way to make your mark. Oa got wasted in the process, but so what? Not like anybody was using it. They're really drilling at home, Will. That planet was empty.
Totally empty.
A
Why
bunch of
was it
dead
empty? I have no idea.
A bunch of dead Guardians and Green Lantern bodies. There was nobody living on there.
Kilowog's bones, Clone Sinestro's bones, dead Guardians.
Exactly.
He gives me his bone.
Oh my god. But it's like, but where's Rose? Don't ask.
Don't ask. We don't know. All of the people that stayed behind,
Yeah.
don't ask.
But yeah, again, it's just like bringing you up to date on Cal. Yeah. Guy killed Major Force for him. And then look at all the villains he's fought. And he joined the Titans and the Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all get together to drink every once in a while.
And play cards.
And at the end, we see that painting Cal did of all of them and Hal.
Yeah. Five guys. Is that right? What do you call
Oh, great fries. Yep.
Signed Rayner on the painting.
All in their Green Lantern costumes, yes. So, I mean, we're running long here, but yeah, and a lot of this issue is just like, handbook type files.
Entries. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, we get a short story where Jenny looks at his sketchbook. Jade looks at his sketchbook, right?
Yes.
And leaves him a note. And then we also get the first encounter of, and I hate the title of this. They don't say Kyle meets Carol Ferris and Tom. It's Kyle meets Hal Jordan's girlfriend. I'm like, really?
Green Lantern's girlfriend, Carol Ferris. Love that book in the 70s to the 60s. So what did you think of? I mean, as the number one Hal Jordan fanboy, how did you feel about this story? Did you think they pulled it off good, or were they just kind of like ramming that in the continuity?
I mean, it's definitely in line with the treatment of Hal during this time. You know, hey, he sacrificed himself, blah blah blah, but he was also nutso beforehand, and I always knew he was nutso because he was always nutso, but he wasn't really until he was. But whatever.
Well,
but they make. I think this is kind of the beginning of the guy of Rebirth, because he's not as.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of semi-retired at this point, which I don't understand quite why.
He's starting to mellow, yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot mellowed out, which I like. And I am curious about the timeline that they show in here.
Oh, the timeline, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I'm looking at this now. Yeah, it's like
10 billion years ago, 3 billion years ago, 10 years ago.
Hal Jordan gets that ring from Avon Sir 10 years ago. So everything that happened in Hal Jordan's career happened in 10 years,
10
kids.
years. Hard traveling heroes.
John Stewart is chosen as a replacement 7 years ago. So
So that means everything that happened to Hal before 3 years was Showcase 22 to Green Lantern 84. Happened in 3 years.
yes. Once again, gotta compress, kids.
The timelines, they do compress.
sliding time. Oh, but that one where he meets Carol and Tom, yeah, when Cal meets them, we did get one answered question. Remember that horrible annual number 4, where we're like, how's there a Ferris testing ground still?
Oh, well, yeah. What happened in that?
In this story, Carol and Tom are cleaning up, and they're like, oh, and she's like, oh, I guess we got lucky that it's shut down now. But she's like, it was so far from the city limits, it didn't get destroyed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ron Mars probably like, shut up already.
Stop with this.
Annual 4 is a good story, damn it.
What was the annual where they switched bodies?
That was
That was annual 4.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that was
yeah,
that
yeah.
annual. Okay, I blocked.
That's
that
what I'm
out a
talking
little
about.
bit.
Yeah, because remember, because Hal takes the 2 batteries to that abandoned Ferris test site,
Yeah.
and we're just like, how's there still a Ferris test site? Oh, that would have been funny if he would. Well, I guess he couldn't time travel at that point, but I was like, if he just would have like time traveled to like go back to an old Ferris testing site.
Boo and say boo.
Runs into his old self. All right. Anything else?
No, I mean, I think the Secret Files at Origin was a huge info dump, right, of stuff.
Yes.
And it was mildly entertaining. I mean, Guy is, like I said, I think this was the beginning of Guy as, kind of mellow guy that you do want, who is kind of, less than personable at times.
Yes.
But still kind of always has your back. So,
Exactly.
but yeah, I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
I think I actually like the Secret Files and Origins issue better than the Heart of Darkness series.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Huh. I mean, I like them both, but I mean, yeah, we did get some juicy tidbits in this, for what it was. Secret Files and Origins was good. Because I mean, that could go like, just boring, straight info dump. But yeah, no, I thought they did a good job on the Secret Files.
I think so too. And I guess I'm just Heart of Darkness seemed like it was just hitting these plot points. Got to do this, got to do this, got to do this, done. And for the most part, I guess I kind of like what it did, except I really didn't like them depowering Jade. I
Yes.
thought that was unnecessary.
Again, maybe it's just for what's coming, but
Yeah.
we want everyone under the same structure. I don't know. Oh, I was looking at the schedule. Will, we planned this perfectly. This is going to come out the Friday before Father's Day.
You get it all, man. It's all you. It's all you.
Oh, man. So, yes, we couldn't get episode 69 during summer of 69, but we got the fathers and sons.
But not
2 days
fathers and
before
daughters.
Father's Day. Oh, that's right. Father's Day, kids. This Alan Scott adventure brought to you by Father's Day.
Exactly.
All right. Anything else?
And the color obsidian. Sorry.
And the letter S for Starheart.
Nope, I think that's it, man.
All right. Oh, only one more week between us and summer of 69. So, yes, next week we'll close out June with Green Lantern 97 through 99.
Nice.
And Green Lantern 80-page giant number. There's your 80-page giant number one.
There's
So,
80-page giant, yeah.
so about the same amount of issues, kids. Probably about the same page count too. So,
except it's going to be the main title, and I expect to have more enjoyment from those issues than this limited series.
oh, especially the last page of 99. He's going to stand up and cheer, kids. But yes, and
I think you're saying that something's coming on the last page of 99. I don't know what that could be, Phil.
Cal gets thrown somewhere at the feet of someone.
I wonder who that would be.
I don't know, but on a totally unrelated topic, yes. Then in 2 weeks, yes, summer of 69 starts, so we'll get all your Silver Age Hal Jordan issues. Instead of breaking it down, yeah, the Silver Age issues we'll be covering in July for summer 69. Green Lantern 66 through 75. So,
and for those of you keeping score, we stopped at 75 because we went a little long, but
yes,
we all know that 76 is, of course, the beginning of Hard Traveling Heroes. So,
yeah, I think 73 ended on a cliffhanger. That was like, I think that's the end of 69. I was like, we'll do 74, and then it's like, there's like
75,
and it's oregano. It's like, let's do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get a little bleed over of 1970 kids, but it'll be worth it.
That's right, totally worth it.
Oh, the penultimate week of summer of 69 will be episode 75. Ooh,
divisible by 5 and 25.
That's right. All right, kids. So yeah, send your thoughts. Got lots of homework. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And hey, did you get any good Green Lantern stuff for Father's Day? Hint Will's family.
I will be hinting strongly at them.
You'll be like, hey boys, listen to this new podcast we just recorded tonight.
Yeah. You should
Be
listen
up on
to the
YouTube in a little
end.
bit. Well, all right. So yes, follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. Join the Green Lantern Facebook fan group. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows we do on the Capes Lunatics and Capes Lunatics Sidekicks podcast. The majority of our shows will be participating in Summer of '69. So yeah, you want to check them all out. Marvel, DC, everyone's going to be Summer of '69. All right. And not most importantly, but yes, go subscribe to, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. You'll, everything we do gets a video. Oh, so many Summer of '69 videos coming your way, kids. So make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of them on YouTube either.
Smash it.
And most importantly, again, Patreon. Again, passion project. We're paying for this out of our own pocket. So you don't want to miss any of that. Please subscribe because you get early access to creator interviews. Mr. DG Chichester talks to me and Lilith every month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And superhero movie brackets. You will find out the worst superhero movie of all time, and it will kill me. That we recorded the May episode of Batman and Robin versus Batman Forever, hotly contested.
Okay, wow.
Yes. Again, you guys have to subscribe to find out what happened. I'll tell you when we're done.
Okay.
I mean, this was yes. And then in June, we're going to be another hotly contested one. It's going to be Superman 3 versus Superman 4.
Ooh.
Because Charlie Esser and Lilith Hellfire have strong views on each one. That's going to be a battle right there. And then in July, when Catwoman goes up against the Green Lantern movie, Mr. Will Allred will join us. He's going to be in the thick of it.
You just wanted to share your pain, man.
The one Hal Jordan project, I don't think even he can defend.
I watched Justice League War over the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Which is what, from 2011?
Yeah, it's like the new
Dark Side fight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the adaptation of that first New 52 arc of Justice League. Yeah.
It's not good.
No, because it's like it adapts New 52. Will.
I mean, they
curse the New 52 Justice League.
Yeah, and they get stabbity with Darkseid's eyes, and Batman, pulls Hal's ring off his finger because that's just something that you can do.
New 52.
Yeah, it was so not good.
I know.
Hey,
yeah, let's make more PG-13s, kids. Yeah, that's how we'll sell some animated movies. Yeah, let's make them less younger viewer friendly. Yeah.
It was when I also watched the episode of Young Justice with Razor, which was really good.
Yes,
really good.
See, I knew you'd love that one.
Yeah, that was. I missed the Green Lantern animated series. Was so amazing, so amazing.
Yes.
I wish they could bring that back. I mean, they brought Young Justice back. Maybe they can bring back the Green Lantern animated series.
Start a petition, man. We'll push it every week. Start a petition.
There's one out there on Reddit, Green Lantern Corps, I think.
All right. We'll have to start pushing that. All right. So yes, subscribe to the Patreon or pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And if you want to hear another good storyteller, check out Matt Kona on all social media at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Hopefully we can drag this boy back here soon. He's the man.
He gives me his bone.
See you later, bunkies.
All right, Mr. William Allred, master of the core, master of the quantum zone, master of the crossover division, master of Diary of Night, master of the Kickstarter, master of podcasting and talking to other Kickstarter creators. Where can people get a hold of you?
Well, you can find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail or Twitter and Facebook and probably other social media that I completely forget. You can find out about Crossover Division, which is the book that we're currently publishing via Kickstarter. The next one is going to launch in probably a couple of weeks. You can check it out by going to crossoverdivision.com/KS. And if you're interested in Diary of Night, you can check it out at diaryofnight.com. And I do host I'm a sidekick. I'm good at being a sidekick. With writer Kevin Joseph, we do a podcast called Explain Yourself, where we bring on Kickstarter comics creators who have campaigns that are currently running. We do that every Friday night at 11 Eastern. And then you obviously have great taste in, characters because you like Green Lantern. So therefore you must love Quasar. And if you want to find out all kinds of cool stuff about Quasar, go to the quantumzone.org.
I'll put it in my navel.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party. I hope it's going somewhere nice.
They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
Starflash.
Seems like I'm getting a package every other day. I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Of course.
I do.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Again, next week we wrap up June with Green Lantern 97 through 99 and the 80-page giant #1. And then 2 weeks, Summer of 69 starts. I believe it's Green Lantern 66 and 67 for that first week. So, but again, just read 66 to 75. You'll have the whole month covered.
That's right.
Yes, Little Hellfire demanded it. Summer of 69 for everyone. Every episode will have a specially created intro by Little Hellfire herself. All right, kids. Join us next time. And remember, get your father something nice. Good night.